Logistics Live. My name is Matt and I'm your host, owner of Link Logistics. Opened last year, already doing over 2 million in sales in the first 8 months. The strategies I'm about to teach you are ones you can apply every day. Once again, my name is Matt. The YouTube channel is Link Logistics Live, centered around bringing you up-to-date industry news, sales and marketing strategies, as well as staying in tune with the latest technology. Because let's be honest, everybody thinks the broker is going to be a thing of the past in the next 10 years. Personally, I don't agree with that, and I'll explain why in videos to come. But this video is an important one because many people struggle in this area. They don't know what to do when they get that person on the phone. They've never talked to them before. It's truly a cold call. So I'm explaining what to do and not to do when you get into that call. All right, so today we're talking about what to do and not to do in a cold call. Like I mentioned in the intro, a lot of people struggle. Understandably, it's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people think it's a numbers game, but I'm one of the few that, combined with doing a lot of numbers, you have to bring quality to that call every time. And how do you do that? So try to do a little research before you go into the call. All right, find the guy on LinkedIn, find out where he went to college, find out something about him. If the company is located in Chicago, you know, have something to talk about. So when you get him on the phone, you have something to mention other than the fact of how great your company is, how long you've been in business, everything that he's heard before. Stand out, say something different, but be educated when you're going into that call. Number 2 is relax. When you are stiff and you're going into that call, the person on the other end of the phone can literally hear how nervous you are. All right? And if you're nervous, and not confident, they don't want to talk to you. Okay? They're busy. They're a shipping coordinator, or they're a director, or some decision maker. And in transportation, you know how busy we are. So they don't have time to talk to you. So I suggest you do some homework and relax. Okay? Just relax. You know, what are they going to do to you? People are scared to make phone calls. This person is one you may never see unless you have a business relationship that lasts that long. They're on the other end of the country, most likely. And the worst thing they can say to you is no. People fear rejection. In sales, you got to learn how to let that roll off your back. So my second tip is to just relax. Third, do something in the first 5 seconds that captivates them for the next 20 seconds. So what do I mean by that? Don't answer the call or respond to them answering the call. Hi, this is so-and-so at such and such logistics. You know, I'm calling because I want to see if we can ship for you, and you know, we got some trucks in your area. It's like all that stuff has been said before. So what you want to do is do a little research on the company, find out maybe where their distribution centers are, find out what their mode of transportation choice is, and go into that call with some value by, in the first 5 seconds, saying something like, you know, I've noticed you guys are doing a ton of intermodal. My rates are really good year round, not only contractually. They're doing flatbeds. Mention how many flatbed carriers you have at your disposal and the area of the country that they're shipping in. You know, they're going to be much more receptive to hearing what you have to say the next 20 seconds after you captivate them in the first 5. And all the while maintaining your relaxed composure. And then you did some homework. So once you get them talking, you got them loosened up, then you hit them with, oh, I noticed I did connect with you on LinkedIn. I noticed you went to Johnson & Wales. You know, I'm from the East Coast. Maybe we went to a frat party together or had a beer, you know, something outside of work to personalize yourself and differentiate yourself from the other 5 brokers that called that day. Fourth thing is to use pattern disruptions. So if this person's busy and they want you off the phone as quick as possible, and you're failing at the sales call, and you could hear it in their voice, oh, I'm sorry, we're not adding, ask a question that's gonna force them to respond. What is your biggest need? Because I know that you are utilizing flatbeds to the southeast. What's the biggest problem that you're facing today? My office specializes in flatbed freight in that region of the country. We want to find out what your needs are so we can assist you the best. And then when I come with the follow-up call, I'll have some suggestions for you. That shows that you care about them, you did some research, you know what you're talking about, and you're bringing value once again. And the final thing is, don't take no for an answer. The person's initial response is naturally going to be, get this guy off the phone, I don't want to talk to him, I'm too busy, and maybe their customary responses, we're not adding brokers at this time. I'm sorry, we're not adding brokers at this time, but please, you can call again next year. There's a few things that you can say to that, okay? Ma'am, if you're not adding brokers at this time, all I'm asking for is an opportunity to get invited to your RFP. What time of year is it? And could I get on an email invitation list? The worst thing she could say is, no, I don't really want to invite you. I'm sorry. And that's happened plenty of times. The other thing you can say is, okay, ma'am, you're not adding brokers, but what differentiates me from most of the other brokers you're most likely working with is I work with private and dedicated fleets that aren't for hire, that brokers aren't competing against. So these are trucks that I wouldn't be fighting 3 other brokers for. It's not going to raise your rates. And this is true. And this is true. All I'd be looking for is to match up their schedules with your lanes. If it works, these drivers are really competitively priced and they're unbelievably punctual. So do we get a shot at the RFP? Once again, pitch the RFP again. If it's a big company, they're going to have an RFP. Okay. If it's a small shipper, they don't have an RFP. A request for proposal or a yearly bid. Judge your shipper. If it's a smaller shipper, just say, hey dude, just email me whenever. If the price works for you, the price works for you. I'm not asking for a handout. I just want to see if I can beat the price. I know our service is good. Here's my experience. I've done some research. You can tell I know what I'm talking about. Give me a shot. Do those things, and I guarantee your sales calls will improve exponentially. Your cold call percentage is going to rise, and then that proves that it's not just a numbers game. Of course, you can make 250 calls a day or 150 calls in a day, and lightning will strike once. But if you're doing these things, you're spending less time making cold calls, more time acquisitioning customers. I hope this video helped everybody. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, more content to come. So if you're in the industry and you're a truck driver, a shipper, a broker yourself, you've thought about getting in the industry, you've thought about shipping something, you've mailed a letter, you know where the UPS store is, then this channel is for you. And I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any content. It'll be in the video in the bottom left screen the entire time, and then you'll be up to date with any kind of content I put out, and your sales will increase, and your load count will increase, and you'll make more money. So if these are things you want to do, hit the subscribe button and smash a like if you like the video. Come on.